Some other guy I was listening to, because I listen to a lot of older, wiser musicians talk. One thing that I was saying is, Bambu's good. How would you define music?
Yeah.
He said music is how feelings sound. If feelings had a sound to it,
Yeah.
that's music. That's where music comes from.
What up? We back
Let's
again
see,
with
let's
another episode with the Symposium Podcast. This is
Yeah, man.
part 2 of...
Number 37
Yeah, this is part 2 of
of
that
the previous
episode.
one.
So...
But I feel like everything we do is part 2 of the previous one.
Yeah,
Like,
it's always the case. But
this is part 50 something. It's part 37 of
yeah, it's a
previous one.
continuation. It's a symposium. We're
Yeah,
having
man. Yeah,
continuous
man.
ideas.
Yeah, continuous
So-
discussions.
Anyway, Mdu, so on our previous podcast, we spoke about culture.
Yeah.
Very significant thing in South Africa, eh? But now, I couldn't let it go and just talk about culture and G without involving music, though.
Yeah, you have to.
Music is
You
a
have to.
very big thing for
You
us.
have to.
So now I'm like, as in, no, dude, we're not done. Let's record again.
Yeah, let's do another one.
Yeah, let's do another.
Let's talk
one.
about
Let's
the
talk
music.
music, because the music scene is very it's very amazing in South Africa.
Yeah.
No? Because I think of the likes of Sipho Hot Sticks,
Sipho Hot Sticks Mabuse,
Yeah.
the legend.
the legend,
The legendary.
Kefas
Yeah.
Nyora.
No, man. Kefas Simenye.
Yeah. What's happening? What's in my nose now?
I don't know.
Sebang
Of
loy.
things. Bakuloy.
Yeah. Abo babumbong ngema.
Yeah, but I think we call halfway, man.
Yeah.
We call halfway.
When does it start? Do Pel, I'm not remembering.
I don't know when it starts, but the earliest culturally significant music
Yeah.
I remember, not remember because I was not there, but the earliest that I know of,
Yeah.
like Abu Yamazu Toli Ratebe.
No.
I think they were making music in the 50s.
Yeah.
50s or 60s, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Which I have to assume was among the first South African artists to be recorded.
Yeah.
It's probably around there. Abu Ntemi Piliso.
Yeah.
They were making music, jazz
Struggle
music.
music or
Not struggle music. They were making township jazz music.
where did that idea originate from? Because
Yeah,
of jazz.
Of jazz.
Because Mvila, that's the origin of most music.
ooh.
Because if
Okay.
yeah. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
Continue.
Yeah.
Okay. My understanding of where jazz comes from is jazz we are America.
Yeah.
There's a city called New Orleans,
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
That's where jazz comes from.
Originate from.
I
there.
think in the late 1800s.
Yeah.
That's when jazz music started.
Actually.
Angikho sure ifika kanjani la edladleni.
Oh, okay. Let me New Orleans.
Sure.
So there was actually this guy. This I heard from. Have you heard George's podcast?
Oh.
So there was actually this guy that Mike used to sing to him.
Oh, okay.
He was an African American man. South
Oh.
African. Yeah. So
Black American.
yeah, his mother used to sing to him a song,
Okay.
and then he got, I think, an instrument, a trumpet. So he started playing that song. Mike
You're probably talking about
I forgot his
Louis
name. Something like that.
Yeah. He's
So that was the first ever black American person to do something like that in jazz. And then it originated, Yakula, and then obviously it took different forms.
yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
Jamaicans started doing not reggae, is it reggae? And then from reggae originates Yayagu, I forgot these genders.
There's jazz, man.
But it came to Africa.
Jazz is like gospel music.
Yeah.
Like it's gospel, Mara. There are a lot of sounds within
sure.
jazz.
That's why you have to
So
listen.
when the white people get the jazz, they bring their own thing to it. When hip hop gets jazz, it brings its own thing to it.
Yeah.
So it's jazz in general. Most of our present day forms of music originate from jazz.
From jazz.
That's true.
Yeah.
But jazz now itself originates from classical music.
Yeah.
the early jazz
Oh,
guys
yeah,
used
yeah.
to study a lot of classical music
Yeah.
because I listen to a lot of I used to listen to a lot of jazz.
Yeah, now so a piano head.
No, I listen to a lot of
Piano head.
gospel music because I work with gospel
Oh,
music
yeah, yeah.
most of the time.
No, but like, funny enough, music has been there.
Yeah.
Music has
Music,
like stood the test of time.
I listened to I was listening to someone Oti, music is how culture sounds.
Yeah.
So music, like music at 2022 is supposed to preserve what culture was in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why maulalela music wabu trumpis.
Yeah.
You feel like Hukuma 90s again. You start remembering things from back then
No.
because it's sort of like a time machine.
So my
Understand?
mama melo lentole something so I have found ama chance 2022.
Awuzama ukuyilalela 5 years from now or lalela uJobe udlala kamnandi and tell me what you feel. Like no, but 2016, 15,
Yeah. Yeah, because also like if you don't
was it 2016? I don't
I don't know.
even know.
but music does evolve.
Yeah, it does.
And the one thing I like about music is that although it evolves, it still stood the test of time.
Sure.
And there's no shame, and no one is controlling music. So,
Yeah.
yeah, basically. And there was a point, if you think about it, back then the R&B music was something else. G.
Yeah. When you grew up,
Yeah,
R&B was the thing.
They were like, no, but like, did you get the message? That's the question.
No, I got the feeling.
Of the beats, obviously.
Yeah, but
But but music before that, music mhlambe in the 1980s,
sure.
it was different from me R&B young 2000.
Yeah.
Because now in 2000 in the 80s,
Yeah.
it was genuine. Like, yeah, I love my man. These hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't
Yeah, it
loyal.
changes, man.
These
it
hoes
changes. It reflects culture. That's how people think in
Yeah,
present day times. You know?
it's nice.
We used to
knowing
value
each other.
loyal relationships back
Now,
in the day.
now,
Now people belong to the streets, so the
Web.
music has to show.
yeah, even
Abo web.
yeah, web. What?
I don't know. Strong language angibizi ku podcast.
Thing is, it's much crazier that as much as like South Africa we had jazz, and then there was an era oh Kosiam no Lundi. May Lundi rest in peace.
Yeah, those are very
Abo
important
Sichaba.
figures. Yeah.
Sichaba.
Chaba Padi.
Yeah, ubanu Keke.
Oh,
Talking about
that's a
gospel
legend.
warrior.
That's a legend.
Yeah, lapo we.
I think it's my favorite gospel artist of all times.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Beres Chapa as well. So they say. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue talking.
I mean, angazi too.
Not Mam te paraphrase.
Yeah. But music, man. How far back do you go when you listen to music? Like, what's the oldest South African music that you listen to?
I listen to hip hop though.
Only?
I don't even listen to Biggie and Pac anymore. I only have selections of songs like
that
if-
you like.
yeah, I'll be like if I miss Big Papa, like it's playing in my head.
Yeah,
I'll
just put it on,
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
like let me just listen to Big Papa.
But South African music, like how
South
far
African music,
back?
I doubt I do listen to South African.
Okay, maybe
music
not even on a regular basis, but how far back are you aware of South African music? What's the oldest South African music that you can say, I know this song?
There's a lot, because I grew up in a family where now I grew up in an era
Sure.
where music was a thing. It
Sure.
was- And in my family, they were trying to bonke,
Yeah.
back in Gqeberha, obviously,
Sure.
and they would drink and get drunk
And listen
they'd
to a
play
lot of music. Yeah.
Yeah, so me as a child growing there, and also they would have umcim,
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
cultural. December
Yeah.
it was a thing.
Sure.
The likes of Kabelo,
Sure.
because in
Ooh,
obviously.
Lelo Grootman.
Dog, I remember going to Summersrand. There's an ocean there in
Sure.
Summersrand. Like we went there with my family. I was still young, a young boy.
Yeah.
Samba ngesiya dog. Lee shop boy. Lee shop boy.
But you see what I mean about music being a time
Yeesh.
machine?
You know,
Makalu Kabelo.
now I'm
That
like,
memory comes.
yeah, I'm like, damn.
Ngikhumbula leya siya.
Dog. And limhlophe, But funny part is that as much as the music was there, it brought like, I was still young, I didn't know what it meant.
Sure.
Now that I'm listening to it now at my big age, I'm like, shit.
Yeah. Blind.
Intombazana waqala manje ukhetha man.
Mfana lalela.
Because if there was this song, Love is Wicked, da, 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 Love is Wicked.
Sure.
We didn't know the meaning. We just
care?
enjoy the vibe.
Wrong lyrics.
Now you came back and were like, hey, love is wicked. Eh?
Yeah,
love is
it's
wicked
really
for
wicked.
real. So now
That's what makes music important, man. Like it reflects. Some other guy I was listening to, because I listen to a lot of older, wiser musicians talk. One thing that I was saying is, Bambu's good. How would you define music?
Yeah.
He said music is how feelings sound. If feelings had a sound to it,
Yeah.
that's music. That's where music comes from.
How does that's talking in the sense of mawukhuluma ngama instruments?
No, music in general.
Yeah, but like
It's even the lyrics. Everything reflects the feeling, if done correctly.
if done correct. Because ngiyabheka kuma piano nje. Hey, I'm sure vumba.
But it's also a feeling, man.
Is that a feeling?
It is.
Or it's just a vibe? Because I'm feeling at this
The vibe
generation-
now is, in a sense, a feeling.
Is it? I don't know.
Ushilo earlier on, weekend enkulu, and you feel like weekend enkulu.
No,
There has to be a sound
I'm
to
broke.
weekend
Where,
enkulu.
like you don't pay
Yeah,
me.
but let's say awukho broke ke weekend enkulu.
Yeah.
Uyeza ukuthi akulaleki mawunemali. That's a feeling, dog.
No, I'd sleep.
But I'm Vuyo, man, stop being stop being difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. It does happen. I remember when I was
So
staying-
I'm a piano now in the same sense. Like it's how feelings sound.
Yeah. I remember.
Mhlambe it doesn't cover
Yeah.
all the feelings.
Yeah.
But
But it does. The vocalists are doing a great job now.
yeah.
I remember when I was staying in Joburg.
Sure.
Joe, uphuma nje in your flat,
Sure.
walking to catch a taxi. The atmosphere is different on a Friday.
Yeah.
Like it's very different.
And there
like,
has to be a soundtrack that reflects that feeling.
like mawuhamba nje uyabo as in mangibuya like 6 khona
Siyayibuyisa.
ayawa street. And when you come back on Friday, ngiyakutshela jo masoqeda ukwehle eTexini, that's a different feeling now because there's a sound now.
Sure. And if I at church
Yeah.
on Sunday morning, there's a feeling and it has a sound.
It
The
does.
Sunday afternoon, it has
Dog.
you understand?
That's why about Sundays are for lovers. Ilabantu be Metro FM la. Mina ngisontweni. Sundays are for
Sundays
what,
are
what
for
happened
the Lord.
What happened to God?
They are for the Lord.
Oh. Jorang ngama no wonder banihate nje. And then into wrong, is wrong. Jorang ngama Saturday or Monday or
Yeah,
something.
But okay, I know you said you listen to a lot of hip hop.
Yeah.
How do you think the hip hop game has changed?
Yo, dog,
Kula
it really
country.
evolved, yes. In our country.
Yeah. Look at
Firstly,
who do you iqale nini hip hop like us? La idla
started booming. Oh, yo, dala uqalile jo.
dala ne?
Yeah, because the legends,
Sure.
Squatter Camp.
I think even before I was got a camp,
Yeah.
Pop my banner.
Yeah, Papa Burner D hip hop.
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't know that?
This nigga rap in that voice.
Yeah, Mara, he was young, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Like ile hip hop player. Do you know? Have you heard of any of Will Smith's music?
Oh yeah, it was
Usana
this
big
way.
asana njengabo Will Smith.
Yeah.
Ile ama very early 90s.
Oh,
hip hop
yeah.
record. Look at you.
No, but that sound, it represented the time, and
Sure.
that sound, it showed the evolving of features. Because feel that
Sure.
like the beats, the tone,
yeah.
evolving, and then now I think B.I.G. when before Juicy was released, then that
Sure.
was the first song where he infused hip hop and hip hop.
And hip hop.
Juicy.
Yeah.
And then he released Juicy, and then Juicy. Then that's when, even on Tupac, this song, I think he was dissing Biggie. He did say that, bruh, that song sounds whatever. Because
yeah.
at some point, hip hop was thought to be hardcore.
Hardcore, yeah.
Yeah, but DMX.
A gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember voice ngathi shile.
Yeah.
So.
No wonder Mandoza sounded like this.
Khotoba. Yeah, khotoba.
I remember at some point, I was still, you know, when you're still young and a boy,
Sure.
my mom left me at home and then she went to groove, and then there was a song Mandoza playing. Galagat. I'm like, fuck no. And my thing volume young, the doors are locked, everything is no one is in the house to let. As in,
Young twos.
no, like you know when yabo mazithe mabasus yawo
Sure.
sound.
Mfana.
I'm staying few houses away.
Ufuna ukuphuma mfana uyojive
Yeah, phindo ngazi ngenkala. I just want to see my mom. I hope she doesn't see this.
How young were you makudlala inkalakatha?
Dog, I was probably like 11, 10.
Nah, you're younger than that because I think I was around 8 makudlala inkalakatha.
Dog, umncane mntu.
No,
Umdala.
no, ngimdala kuwe vuyo.
Anyway.
Inkalakatha is very old.
How old is Nkalakatha?
Suspicion yami it's early 2000s, like 2002.
2002.
Yeah.
I was 19. I was probably 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 6.
Yeah.
And that's why I needed my mom.
Yeah.
And I couldn't reach the door.
Yeah.
And that's why
That's why you were traumatized by
I went back and slept.
Godoba.
Dog, Mendoza was a thing. Hey, that guy, Joe. Unfortunately, I couldn't see him perform, but
Yeah.
I could feel from his songs, stage presence, dog.
Yeah. Yeah. There are a lot of those great slam zants that I'm sad I couldn't see them.
Yeah,
perform.
perform. Ne?
One of them was Huma Sigel.
Where's Danny K? That white guy.
I don't know.
Is
I
he
don't
dead?
know. No,
Cancer's
no,
killing
no,
him
no.
somewhere,
Don't
probably.
kill people, man.
Eh?
Stop killing people.
Don't kill anyone.
You killed Danny K right now. He's alive.
Yeah, he's dead. Maybe
Aye,
that's
man.
it's a resemblance of his career.
But yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
Okay, excuse.
no,
There's a lot of
what-
guys that I feel I wish I had the chance to see before they passed
Yeah.
away.
But now, what do you think of like hip hop wise? I can tell the game evolved.
Sure.
We had and the evolving of music means more money now
Sure.
because it becomes the mainstream music.
Sure.
In 2014, 15, 20, those endless years, hip hop made money. I don't know how much, but it made money in South Africa.
Mm.
And now what's booming is Amapiano.
Sure.
But
sure.
before Amapiano, there was Iqum,
Yeah.
of which it was a sound original from Durban, KwaZulu Natal.
Yeah.
And Mount Yapega, now that sound was too much. Befana nje music or Mashangan, you know. In all honesty, it was too loud for me.
There's something about South Africans and volume. Even though mhlambe wena and maybe me also
Yeah.
personally we don't like
sound.
loudness.
Yeah.
But I think there's something about this country and just
I think
loud music.
it's not just South Africa.
Yeah.
Africans.
Africans, yeah.
Because
mhlambe we don't like loud music because we can't dance. Could
is
be.
it? No, it's not a matter of dancing.
Mhm.
It's a matter of are we enjoying the music? Because you said it's a feeling.
Yeah.
Sort of like what sort of feeling do I get?
Wildness.
Mang mamela ingoma eti Hiberi.
Mfana, it's wildness.
Hiberi.
Leya ngoma leya, it doesn't only show feelings,
Yeah.
it makes you feel.
Feel what? You guys
Like-
is just weird. I don't understand. I don't like that song.
I don't like the song also, but just observing how people feel when the
No,
song comes through, they just lose their morals.
What if it's just peer pressure?
Did you know the song was sampled from
Yeah.
Aliyah?
Yeah. I doubt that song is it's not amazing. That guy, that was the first time I can clearly say that guy is not singing, he's just MCing. He's an MC. He was an
Yeah.
MC at the time.
Yeah, and I think the origins of the song have something to do with MCing.
Yeah,
as well.
because that guy fana nale ngoma ka who's this guy? The boy that died.
I don't know.
Killer Cow.
Oh.
The song Dume. What's the song?
Tolukuthi, hey.
Tolukuthi, hey. That's
But-
MCing.
Yeah. Mhlambe when you don't see why the song speak.
What?
But there's a lot of cultural significance to the song.
Yeah. Talk to me.
There's a lot of cultural significance. This song was it pushed the envelope in terms of the language that people use on music. Yeah, like people didn't say things like that before that song.
Oh,
It was very vulgar, very wild, very bold. Like there's a lot of cultural significance to the song.
Yeah.
People can say whatever now.
Because of that.
Of that song. Well, maybe not specifically that song, but it was among those songs.
But
that
hip hop
pushed
was
the
there
envelope.
though. Hip hop was there.
Hip hop does not have the power of it does, but not as much as that genre of creating anthems and sing-alongs.
Yeah.
Yabo. Hip hop into ama verse, you listen.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
sit down and listen.
And then you decipher metaphor, simile,
Yeah,
double
yeah.
M, trend. Ay.
Layer. Don't think, dog.
Quality
See,
of
scream
music.
manje. Don't think
Yeah.
this is how we feel right now.
When was that song released?
Yo, I can't
Early
remember. I think
2000 or
2000. Nah, maybe mid 2000s, like 2006, 7.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because that boy really, I hope he made money off that song.
I don't
Because-
think it did.
Yeah.
I recently saw an interview. I don't think it made him. The song did make money, but I don't think he made
Made money.
money. Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing, when it comes to music, you still have to battle among music. Those things, record labels. Fuck! The ambitious entertainments
Eish,
of this
fam.
world. Ambitious is
fam.
just, I don't know. It's nonsense.
I don't know much about that scene, you know, but
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like we need to move to honestly,
Independent.
other than move to independence. Other than the fame that they help you build, you don't
Yeah.
really need them for making music.
Yeah, but
If your goal is purely making a song and releasing the song, you don't need labels. But if you wanna be big, they still do have some influence.
but usually when people go into music, some people when they go into music,
Sure.
it's not just the fame, it's also the money.
Yeah.
I need to feed my kids. So
Yeah.
record labels do offer that security.
Maranango Casper, man. Very good example of how to make it.
No,
on
but
your own.
Casper is working very hard. Not
Yeah.
look at Aries.
Also the type of music they make. Stand ama anthem lightly.
Casper Tandi izinto.
Yeah, stand ama anthem. So if you make more anthems,
Funny enough, I'm a fan, but Ngisuthandwa izinto. But he's a good performer as well.
I've never seen him perform.
I saw the clip on Global Citizen when he killed the show.
Sure.
That's
I've seen clips as well, but I've never seen him perform
live.
live. Yeah.
Yeah, I just hope so.
As Mabugeli music live, it has a tendency of you could think you're not a fan of someone until you see them live.
perform live.
Yeah. When you see live performances, I've said that about a lot of people with because when you sit at home and listen to
I
music,
doubt I'd like AK.
you probably would.
Nah, I don't think so.
You probably would.
Nah,
Like there's
that guy.
there's a vibe that comes with you being in the crowd
Nah, I've seen OK Malum Cool Cat perform
live.
live.
Liked it.
Not really, but yeah, it was like, and also I seen Stilo Makorite, courtesy of Student Digs, by the way. Res, thank you. I wouldn't have seen these niggas. I've seen Da Capo play,
Sure.
and I was dancing. I was drunk as fuck.
Yeah, when?
Res live, music.
Yeah, one a good example of what I'm saying. I've
Yeah.
seen. I was not a big fan of. Not that I doubted him in any way, but I was not a big fan of Heavy K.
Oh, yeah. oh, nigga performs, dog.
When I saw that man performing, I was
Yo.
like,
Nigga,
fine,
dog. I've seen Heavy K perform.
sure,
I've seen Euphonic perform.
sure.
Nigga.
Hey, Maro Heavy K boy, I've seen Euphonic as well perform.
Yeah.
But Heavy K dog.
Heavy Coaster.
Yeah.
I don't like. I generally like. I'm always in the crowd dancing.
Sure,
I don't even know how to dance, but I'm there.
sure,
generally.
sure,
But after the set, I had to go and give the man a handshake.
sure.
I'm flexing, guys.
As in true.
I just had to bring that up.
I because I don't know how to dance, I generally like to stand away from the crowd
Yeah.
and just watch the whole thing happen.
Major.
Dog. Fun. That guy performs. And
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense when you're watching it. Mara, you can feel it.
No, but like, there are DJs that really can perform.
Sure.
I've seen Lamis perform.
Sure.
Lamis has she plays like, when someone starts in a DJ scene
Sure.
and then they play music
Yeah.
and bazofuna ukudlala ingoma, there's a commercial.
Sure.
Obviously after playing all the commercial songs, but basophinde umunye DJ uzodlala same
It's just the same
bored.
songs. Yeah.
But when she played,
yeah.
I was like the mix
Crazy.
though. I'm like, as in the tattooed lady,
Hey man, music, man.
But music has been a way for us. At some point, it was a communication to how we feel. Like
especially apartheid days.
Yeah. Mam Yvonne Chaka Chaka.
Hugh Masekela himself.
Yeah. What was Mam Yvonne Chaka Chaka's
Big song.
Yeah.
Umqombothi.
Imagine.
Yeah, that's one big song that I know from here.
Joma Fela.
Congo, mami.
Yeah. Joma Fela is
But he was more of an actor, man. Choma
Yeah.
Fela was not
he was
much
a
of a
comedian.
music
Though.
guy.
He was very good.
Yeah.
But the funny part is music has like paved the way for us. You know?
Yeah, music, man. Last week's episode, we spoke about culture.
Yeah.
Music is, you can't separate music from culture. I know culture has a lot to do with arts in general, but
Yeah.
music is chief among culture.
Yeah, because if you do think about it, dog, most of our influences it Job shoot Mkharimbe when he was doing
Sure.
that song, and then it opened doors for, you know.
Sure,
Because
sure. For a lot of things in culture.
What other song was vulgar? I think we had a song that was very like vulgar.
Yeah, we had a
After-
couple of songs that were
Yeah.
vulgar, but that one was big.
Yeah,
It was
but
a huge
I
song.
think another thing, the music that stayed for the longest time,
Sure.
Raining, I'm a piano dog,
Yeah.
and it,
Yeah. Hey, you can't forget about Kwaito though, man.
yeah, Tumasilela
Amapiano feels long because we are living
in that era.
in that era.
Yeah, in that
But if you
era.
think about Kwaito from mid 90s to mid 2000s, that's
Yeah.
10 years. That's a solid 10 years. That's
Yeah,
a
but-
long time.
It's a very long time.
And some people would argue Kwaito is still around. Because our professor in early 2010s
oh yeah,
were
Jezebel.
also considered Kwaito. So Amapiano feels long because we're living in it now.
Yeah, it's the
But
era
it's
that
Kwaito, dog.
it's the era that we vibe with, and that's why like we find a lot of people because there's money also there.
Yeah.
That's why I find a lot of people
Yeah.
doing amapiano because
Yeah.
now like it's
Yeah,
the
there's
in
money, there's fame.
thing. Yeah, there's fame. Because everyone just seems to be doing amapiano, of which it's a good thing. I mean,
It's
like
good, man.
Go get
It-
your
it-
bread. Go get your bread.
Besides the bread, it pushes the genre forward.
brother. Yeah.
That's why Amapiano. I used to hate Amapiano,
Yeah.
and now I can tolerate Amapiano because it no longer sounds the same.
Yeah. No.
The more people do it, it evolves.
It
also.
it brings.
It
I mean,
brings
like
in different tastes.
Yeah.
I'm a vocalist are singing
the same.
differently from what they used to.
Yeah.
Yabo? So it grows. It's good,
And
man.
It evolved from being the piano organ.
Sure,
because
sure.
the term
I used to hate
amapiano-
that because I'm a very avid jazz listener.
Yeah, yeah.
So it
So
sounds like
that-
chaos to me. You know?
No,
There's
but
there's no sense in but man, it's no longer there. It's something else now.
yeah.
Which I can listen to because there are really good singers doing that.
Mm.
Abo Buhle. Very good singer.
Oh, that's slow.
Very good. About something so here to change the game, man.
I'm a chance.
No. Before I'm a chance. Don't forget
Oh, yeah,
what
yeah.
that man did for the genre. fam.
Yo,
Don't forget what he did for the genre.
The album is Pity. What?
Yeah.
That album. It
Yeah.
opened doors for your likes of Setrio, who's that?
Well, I don't know the guys.
Daliwonga.
Because I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know Daliwonga, but I don't know most of the guys. Because again, I work with music, so I need to listen to what I work with. Because
Yeah.
most of the time I'm working on stuff. you know.
Yeah, project. So if you want to master your project,
I don't master, man. I
what
don't
do you do,
master.
Vele, in music?
I'm a musician.
Do you sing?
Musician. No, I don't sing.
So what?
I'm a keyboard player. I'm a piano player.
That's it.
I'm a producer.
That's it.
What do you mean that's it?
Dog, like,
I feel disrespected right now.
your music.
What do you mean that's it?
Your music career is limited.
I'm a Yazin, I have no use justifying my music career and existence to you.
What? you keep on telling people that you're music. Just playing keyboard.
Vuyo,
I
I have nothing to say to you.
But in all that,
Ngizoyisusa nale ngoma edlala kule podcast.
Hayi
because-
bo.
Yazin, it's fine. There's no
Senior
respect here.
But funny enough, music has been an amazing thing
Yeah,
for Africans in general,
yeah,
because it used to carry message, and like ingoma there would be, I don't know, we've never had slaves in,
yeah, I know.
but ingoma like Kiss the Boer carried that message. With
Kiss?
the Boer.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Kiss the
okay,
Boer.
okay. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
Smart man. Yeah, but yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like again, music is how feelings sound.
Yeah.
Even in anger, you know?
Make
even
sure
in
you do kiss the
frustration.
Boer.
Like you do that in song, you know?
Yeah, sure. Even like
And most of African music is in the form of chants.
yeah.
It's not really singing.
Oh, that's why. That's
It's
why.
chanting. It's also musical because it's rhythmic
Yeah.
and it also has, it's music. It's music.
Have you listened to Amakwijo?
No, I don't think I'm familiar with that.
No, like Amakwijo, blah. Like
What's that?
you've never played soccer, right?
I have. What do you
Did
mean
you
I've
guys
never
sing?
played soccer?
Did you guys sing?
I've never played for a team,
Oh.
but I've played. I
Yeah.
have played for a team, but
Nje ithini le ngoma le yele nto le? Fizz Must Fall.
I don't know.
That's Igwijo. Asambe no.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Something,
Sure.
Something similar
Sure.
to that.
Sure.
So Igwijo lelo.
Yabo, that's what one other thing that differentiates us Africans from the
No,
white man.
Yeah.
Bayacula phesheya mababukela sports.
No, they clap hands. Like that's why they
I think England corner noma kungazwakali
Oh, yeah.
bathini. Yeah, that's also musical.
that's another thing they did. That's why they despised Amavuvuzela during 2010 World Cup.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that was our original sound.
Yeah,
We'd go to like even now we don't longer do that in our stadiums. But
Amavuvuzela.
hey,
And
dog.
we should be ashamed.
Why?
We should be ashamed because they made us leave our culture.
Dog.
And we liked Amavuvuzela, dog.
Mfethu makoriwe. Izwikazi.
Fana. Even if you're not watching the game.
And
Even if you're not watching the game.
you want to watch the game.
Yeah, you like abona manje Chiefs ikorile boy manje.
Yeah. Because
Let's
you
go and check the
the
score.
the atmosphere
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
So now
you should be ashamed of getting rid of Amavuvuzela, man. That's disgusting.
yeah, they were loud as well. Go
Yeah,
ban those
but
things.
it's
Ban them.
our
Ban
thing.
them. Ban all of them.
Again, South Africans and noise. There's something about us and noise. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, but there's something there.
Hopefully, I'm not those South Africans that are loud.
I'm not also, but I understand into Asekai.
I'm doing justice.
I know
Thank
you're not a loud person.
Yeah.
Don't have to justify. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm doing this justice for the podcast. Guys, I'm not crazy. I usually don't talk to people at all. I'm
Yeah.
forced to talk to people. So anyway, so nje, music, we've talked a lot about music.
Yeah, we've spoken too many
Like
things. Man.
it's evolution into like immersing it into our culture, the difference it made, like during our struggle. What music were you listening to during COVID-19?
A lot of, not a lot of gospel music.
In COVID.
No, because it's not Spani that much.
Yeah.
So I had some freedom to listen to other things. Listen to a lot of jazz, a lot of lo-fi,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of funk,
Yeah.
a lot of, I don't know what you call that genre, but it's a lot of Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. I barely listen to music, I think.
Serious? Well, I also a lot of podcasts.
Oh yeah. Because
also
you
a
were
lot
about
of
to start a
podcasts.
podcast
Because I like podcasts. So
Podcasts
I
are
like
great.
listening to people have conversations.
and talk.
Yeah, learn a lot.
I wonder what the people are learning from this one, because wow.
They're learning to disrespect keyboard players, that's for sure.
I don't know.
What music did you listen to?
during but I think I listen to a lot of UK music. I consume a lot of
Oh.
UK music. So-
I noticed that with you. You like,
Weird
if you
stuff.
were to live in another country, it
It would be
probably would be
UK.
the UK. Yeah.
And I want that experience. I doubt I'm going maybe, because whenever I think of the UK, I think from the perspective musically,
Sure.
I'd like that, but I
Ah.
doubt I'm gonna get that.
Because
now- Some because I'm making my own UK music
Sure,
wise,
sure,
because I
sure.
can take someone from Manchester, someone from
I get it.
and then combine,
Yeah.
and then when I listen to them, I feel like I'm in the UK.
Yeah, and also what gets out from the UK does
You know-
not necessarily reflect what's happening inside.
Yeah, so now in most cases, and those gents whenever they like produce music,
Sure.
it's some sort of like they saying something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't just make music.
Yeah.
They talk about their lives.
Yeah.
If you
yeah.
listen to the likes of Dave would tell you, doesn't show how I met my ex. I'm like, who? Interesting. How did you meet your ex? You know?
I think another thing that draws you to that kind of music, which I think is also what draws you to hip hop, it's the poetry in it.
Yeah. I used to be a poet, by the way.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I'm saying.
I used to perform at school.
I went.
Definitely. I used to be like.
I also used to be a poet in my very younger days, but I outgrew it very quickly.
Yeah, no, I used to get girls with poems.
I went. We are the romantic.
Dog. I'd write my broken English. Bad spelling.
But she didn't know because she also had bad spelling.
Yeah. It worked. It worked. My first girlfriend. She knows.
Poem. I went.
Shut. Poem. You know. but one thing nice about that, because it enhanced my skill of writing.
Sure.
Also
and English, hopefully.
Yeah, sure. Because I was like so interested in like writing and reading, and I was like, poetry is the only way I could. That's when I even like after doing the poem thing, and then when I outgrew it, and then that's when I went to blogging. I started blogging now. The blogging, I was like, hey, Joe, I have to write, have to read, have to edit. I was like, hey, let me just go to the podcast now.
Yeah, just talk these thoughts.
Yeah, let me talk these thoughts.
And then let him do the editing, because you don't want to do the
He's
editing.
a keyboard player. He's not that important. So he can just...
The level of disrespect I get in this podcast. It's amazing.
Nah, he's going to get paid soon. Don't worry, guys. We're drafting up the contract. So the thing is, with music, I've realized a lot of things, man. There's this other genre that who's this guy? Zex Bantwini was trying to bring forth. Afrotech.
Yeah.
That used to be a good, like, it's a good sound.
Yeah.
But it's too wide for me. It's too polished.
It's fine, man.
It's too polished.
I think there's a place for it as well.
Yeah, amongst white people.
I do listen, even among blacks. I do listen to it, but not too much, because I like other things more than I like that.
Why are you making me drink dash?
I don't advertise about your particular podcast, so.
No, like Nyabu's. Why are you making me drink dash, dog? In weekend and cool.
We don't do free adverts here.
Yeah, we need to put some spice. What? Yeah.
I see it.
We don't do free adverts.
I see it.
Casper, we see you.
Yeah.
So,
what's this? Afrotech.
Yeah.
I think there's a place for it, man. Afrotech, I think people who used to like tribal house, I think they'd like Afrotech as well.
House.
Yeah. Abu Da Capo.
Yeah, Da Capo.
No, not Da Capo. I'm thinking of someone and I'm saying it's Da Capo. I don't know, but tribal, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm glad, but in South Africa we've heard different taste in music.
Sure.
Noma Cards, she gave her a sound. The Limpopo
Yes,
Jazz.
I don't even know one song of. I think I do know Ngoma Cards one. I know Kanama.
Yeah,
that's the only song I know.
Oh, Kanama. It's not the only song. Man. I forgot it. No Putu Diabala. I remember.
Oh,
that guy. I don't think I like him anymore. Because that guy, 2018, I went to Welcome 2020.
Crossover.
Yeah, 2017 to 2018.
Okay.
That same time.
Sure.
I went to a show, Imvula Net. He performed Imvula Abantu Bangasawi. But Jebala, done it again. But anyway.
Hey, man, was getting the bag, man.
He was.
No hate, man.
The Limpopo gents, like, look at Master KG.
They hustle those guys, man.
Yeah.
But I don't connect with the sound.
With the original sound.
Yeah, it doesn't connect for me.
Yeah.
It doesn't connect.
You play white music, dude.
I don't play white music. I play old black music.
No. You play the likes of...
Stevie Wonder is not a white person. I don't listen to white people, man.
Why do you listen to a blind person?
Because it's very good at what it does.
You are allowed to be directed by a blind...
I listen to about James Brown.
Oh, yeah, James Brown.
Those
James
are black
Cook,
people.
Sam Cooke. Have you listened to Sam Cooke?
No, not as much. I recently was listening to Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, he's a good musician.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very
but
good musician.
influenced a lot of guys as well. I noticed a lot of R. Kelly comes from him.
Yeah, and Drake.
Oh,
Yeah, and Drake.
a lot of R. Kelly's singing tendencies are from Marvin
Yeah.
Gaye.
But another thing I like, it's Frank Sinatra.
White person. There's a better alternative. Stop listening to that white person and try listening to Nat King Cole,
Oh yeah.
which is who I believe Sinatra was trying to imitate.
What?
Yep. Go check him out. Amazing voice.
Yeah.
Amazing voice.
And I think
And he's very musical compared to Frank Sinatra because he used to
Sinatra's there for the
play
bag.
he used to play piano.
Yeah.
Nat King Cole before he became this big
I heard the
Hollywood
name.
guy.
I heard the name.
Very good guy. Very good music.
Yeah, but I'll go check those guys out. Man.
Check it out, man.
Yeah, but
check
for
it
now,
out.
I'll check out the podcast. Make sure you check out the Symposium Podcast.
Yeah.
And if you do like the content, make sure you like, subscribe, comment.
Bell. Especially those likes, man.
Yeah,
They are
like them.
free, number one. They are free. They don't cost
Yeah.
anything and they help us.
Definitely, it's
Because
for
the more you
recognition.
like, the more this thing gets distributed
Yeah,
by the
suggested.
YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, you know. And anotanother thing, Mdu is a king, so we have a chant
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Hail King Mdu, hail.
Hail the Hessians.
Yeah.
Kashians.
Kashians, yeah.
All
Hail
hail
King
Kashians
Mdu, hail. That's how
for
we
this
end
whole
up-
month.
Yeah.
Oh, hail Kashians.
This is how we end our episode. So if you do like the content,
Like,
follow us
comment,
on YouTube.
subscribe.
Follow us on YouTube.
Yeah,
follow
man.
us on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Email us if you want us to post your brand.
Yeah.
You can do what do said. Fuck my brand, man.
Yes,
Halala.
Fagaman Pamalala.
Yeah,
Even if
man.
it's not money, man.
Yeah, just bring your
But-
brand.
Yeah. Let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk.
Yeah, say Buffet. Next week, 3 p.m.
Same time, same place.
Yes.
I'll wait.